I was thinking of a lot of ways on how to start off this video, but I think the best way I can honestly start off this video is just a quick introduction. So for those who don't know who I am Azim. Hello, nice to meet you. For those who do know who I am, I think you all know very well that I am one of the biggest fans of Suitmations. Like, this has been my most hyped character for basically ever since I started Pillar Chase. Even back during December, you can go back and look at streams and see me getting excited over seeing Suitmations on the TV screen. Okay. I just saw my goat on the screen. Chat, I just saw my goat on the screen. And an entire year later, I can tell you all, I'm still just as excited for Suitmations. And with this recent gameplay that's come out, I, like any fan of Suitmations, have watched this video at least 30 times over. And no, I unfortunately am not exaggerating that number. I watched that gameplay a lot, and I sat there and broke down every single aspect of Suitmations' gameplay and his powers. And then I had an idea. What if all that time I spent learning this character could be put towards teaching other people how he works? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all the knowledge and all the juicy information I pulled from Blade's gameplay video, and I'm gonna put it right inside your tiny brain so that when Recode drops, you will have the best chance possible to already be really good with Suitmations and instantly get to lobby wiping. And for those thinking, well, Recode's not here yet, why would I need this? Dude, shut up. Just let me do my thing. Bam. And also, why wait to learn a character when the thing comes out and just learn to do it now? Duh, obviously, it makes so much sense. Starting off with one of Suitmation's first powers, Persecution. When activating Persecution, you begin a little rush forwards, which pauses your stand game, but also pauses your stamina drain. During this rush, you can steer really well and move around damaging players you run to, as well as dragging them along with you. During Persecution, you have two active ability buttons, one that will end your rush early, and the other one that will allow you to begin emitting radiation and leaving a short trail of radiation behind you, which, if you make contact with a player or they run into the trail you leave, will add the status effect Radiation Burn. And you're going to want to remember this status effect because we'll see it a few more times. As you emit radiation during your rush, your radiation meter at the bottom of the screen will drain. Players who suffer from radiation burn will begin draining health and have their location revealed for the duration of the status effect, kind of like Nilo's radiation effect, except with a much higher tick rate. Suitmation's next ability is called Divine Flare, and from my understanding and watching this character's gameplay, to use Divine Flare, you can either press the active ability button or hold it down. Holding it down causes the red bar to fill up your radiation meter, and depending on how much of your radiation meter was consumed, Suitmations will begin slowly firing out an atomic blast until the amount of consumed bar is reached. So, if you charge a full bar, you get a long stream of high damage, but you're forced to fire the beam in place. So only fully dedicate to a full charge if you're certain you're not going to lose distance from it and that you're going to hit your target. And you usually want to do a full charge when there's multiple players in a room. It's not really worth it to do it to one person because they might just run away. Now, on the other hand, if you tap the fire button, Suitmations does a quick wind up, then fires a good percentage of his Divine Flare. So if you want an exact amount, you hold, and if you just want to quickly fire, you can tap it. If you quickly hold the button then release it, you can fire a small quick blast of atomic breath, which is a much better choice to try to catch people running away from you without losing distance and wasting too much time. Divine Flare also hits through walls. The beam, after being fired, will slowly travel a good distance through walls before disappearing or hitting a player. Suitmation's next ability is actually an oddly really cleverly designed ability. Your radiation meter will slowly fill over time, but you can increase the speed it does by using Deity's slumber. When activating Deity's slumber, you become motionless and your radiation meter begins to rise much quicker than before. Your stamina regen is paused. Furthermore, every player on the map is outlined to you, giving away their locations. The idea behind this move is to put Suitmations on downtime, making his powerful abilities a lot less powerful. But honestly, if you just use it after you kill someone or when you can't find people, it just makes that downtime so much smoother, if not completely erases it, and makes this ability oddly one of his best ones. Now, for gameplay on Suitmation's end, there's definitely some optimizations you'll want to adjust to, like knowing how much Divine Flare to use, and when you should and shouldn't use it. Let's create a scenario where there's a group of survivors in a room, and then a scenario where there's just one. For the situation with multiple survivors in one room, you're going to want to use Divine Flare more. This will let you spread out more damage and punish multiple people. While on the other hand, if there's just one person in the room, you should only use a little bit of Divine Flare. This will give them radiation burn and make killing them much easier, as well as stopping you from getting juked, as when you're firing, you not just can't move, but your turn speed to left and right is very slow. Another very important thing is that you're probably not going to want to use Divine Flare mid-chase. Those snipes are definitely amazing sounding on paper and very appetizing to any Suitmations player, but in reality, you're probably just going to end up missing and losing distance. So if you're on the run and you want a radiation burn, just use Persecution. Also, I do want to quickly remind you that some of these details are a bit obscure due to me not being able to actually play Suitmations, and currently some of the info could be wrong or even changed because Suitmations is still in development. Like for Divine Flare, I'm not sure if you hold the ability down to fill the bar, or you click it and it auto-fills up, and then you click it again and it fires. Despite this, I'm very confident in Suitmation's playstyle. The way Suitmation's abilities are set up leads me to believe he's going to be an extremely powerful and devastating Punisher, and amazing at crowd control. Staying near him is way too risky to the point where it's not even an option, as well as his powerful charge ability to close the distance and shut down loops. The only thing that's going to work against Suitmations as of now is seemingly just keeping your distance. As long as you don't take risks or get greedy, Suitmations is going to have to sink some time into actually killing you. So basically, don't do what every single player in the gameplay video of Blade was trying to do and just getting sneak peeks to Suitmations, because you're only going to get damaged from it. And if you're able to stall out Divine Flare and Persecution, then you'll be able to get rewarded with that ample time to get away from Suitmations when he stops to get his radiation back, which is what balances out Deity's slumber. But also just be aware that as you're running, he will be able to see you, so it's best to keep moving and get as far away as possible instead of just hiding.